Hi, Mrs. Udy's class. Last week we did the letter Z, and that completed all 26 letters of the alphabet. Great work. Just because we're out of letters doesn't mean we're out of things to learn. This week I'm going to tell you about a special pair of letters. I've got the letters S, H on my board. When you see the S and the H stuck together, they're going to make one sound, and that sound is sh. In order to make the sh sound, your teeth will meet in the middle, and your lips will be round, and you'll have some air that comes out when you make that sound. Sh. You probably have practiced that sound many times when you want someone to be quiet. Shh. Sh can come at the beginning of a word, the middle of a word, or at the end of a word. Here are some words that have the sh sound at the beginning. Shark. The shark has sharp teeth. Or shop. I like to shop with my mom. And the word shape. We practice how to draw the shapes in Mrs. Udy's class. Ship. The ship sailed in the ocean. Or shell. I found a shell on the beach. I'm going to read you a story today that has two words with the sh sound in the title. The name of my story is Too Shy for Show and Tell. Did you hear them in the title? Shy and show. In this story, you will meet a character named Sam. He is feeling shy. When you feel shy, you feel nervous or scared about being around a lot of people or having to talk in front of people. Listen for the words shy and show and some other sh words as well. Too shy for show and tell. By Beth Bracken, illustrated by Jennifer Bell. Sam was a quiet boy. Nobody knew much about him. Sam loved trucks, but nobody knew that. Sam's favorite food was chocolate cake, but nobody knew that. Sam thought dogs were the best animals in the world, but nobody knew that either. The only thing that people knew about Sam was that he didn't talk much. And Sam really didn't like talking in front of people, which is why Sam hated show and tell. On Wednesday, Miss Emily told the class that show and tell would be on Friday. Sam spent most of Thursday worrying. He had a great thing to bring for show and tell, but he was scared. On Friday, Sam didn't get out of bed. My tummy hurts, he lied. You're fine and you need to go to school today, his mom said. At school, Sam told Miss Emily he'd forgotten his show and tell. I didn't bring anything, he said. But that wasn't true. His perfect show and tell thing was in his backpack. That's okay, Miss Emily said. You can just tell the class about the thing you forgot at home. Sam was terrified. He didn't want to talk in front of everyone. The thought of it made his tummy hurt really, really bad. He imagined that he'd say something silly, or that he'd mess up his words, or that he'd faint, or that he'd cry. Sam watched the other kids show their show and tell things. David showed some socks that his grandma had knitted him. Everyone clapped when he was done. Helena showed a new doll that she got for her birthday. Everyone clapped when she was done. Otto showed a cool leaf that he found on the way to school. He said weef instead of leaf, but nobody cared, and everyone clapped when he was done. Then it was Sam's turn. He got his perfect show and tell thing out of his backpack and went to the front of the room. "What do you have to show us today, Sam?" Miss Emily asked with a smile. Sam took a deep breath. He looked out at his classmates. They were quietly waiting. Sam held up his picture. "This is my new dog," he said. "I named him Chocolate because that's my favorite kind of cake, and he's the color of chocolate cake." Sam didn't faint, he didn't throw up, he didn't cry, and no one laughed. Instead, everyone clapped when he was done. Now everyone in class knew a little bit more about Sam. Next time, he thought, "I'll bring my biggest truck." And he did. Sam was shy and nervous about show and tell, but he had no reason to be. He did a great job sharing his special thing with his friends. If you're feeling shy or nervous like Sam, you could practice your show and tell with your family the night before. Then you will know what you want to say. If you're feeling shy or nervous when you are in front of your class, you can take a deep breath. That will help you calm down, and you can remember that everyone wants to hear about what you have brought. Just like Sam's friends, they listened carefully and they clapped for him at the end. Now it's time for us to practice. I will show you something that I might bring for show and tell. I need you to decide if it's something good to bring to school or if it's something I should leave at home. We're going to practice a sentence with 2 sh words in it. If it's something good, you will say, "You should bring it for show and tell." If it's something I should leave at home, you will say, "You should not bring it for show and tell." Here's my first one. Should you bring your sleepy, sassy orange cat for show and tell? No! Say it with me. You should not bring it for show and tell. You're right. You should not bring a cat for show and tell, or any other animal for that matter. Your pets would not like to be at school, and some of our friends might be allergic to your pet. You could bring in a toy that looks like your pet and talk about the animals that you have at home, or you could bring in a picture of one of your favorite pets. Should I bring in one of my favorite stories to read for show and tell? Yes, you should bring it for show and tell. Books make a great show and tell. You can talk about the characters from the story or who you like to read that story with at home. Should you bring your delicious cookie-filled favorite ice cream to school? No! Say it with me. You should not bring it for show and tell. Your ice cream would be a melty mess in your backpack. And again, some friends might be allergic to it. After you eat your favorite snack at home, you could clean out the container or box and bring it in to show your friends. Or you could bring in a toy or something else that reminds you of your favorite food, and then you could talk about it. Should you bring in a very fun game that you like to play with your family? Yes, you should bring it for show and tell. Telling your friends about a cool game would be a great thing to share. Should you bring in a video game console to show your friends? No, you should not bring it for show and tell. You should not bring things that are very valuable, like a video game, to school in case they would get lost or broken. Stick with the board games or card games instead. Should you bring in your brand new fire truck toy? Yes, you should bring it for show and tell. If it fits in your backpack, you can bring toys to show your classmates. But remember, only bring them on show and tell days. Should you bring in your skateboard with a cat with laser eyes? No, you should not bring it for show and tell. Things that don't fit in your backpack or your locker, like bikes and scooters and skateboards, are too big for show and tell. But you could bring in your helmet or your knee pads that you use when you ride your awesome skateboard and tell your classmates about that. Should you bring in a cool art project that you made? Yes, you should bring it for show and tell. Your classmates and teachers will love to see what you have made at home. You and your family can decide together what is best for you to bring for show and tell.